Good afternoon. My name is Stephen Canetto. I'm Associate Dean of Libraries here at Mississippi State, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to Mitchell Memorial Library and, of course, to the official opening of the Dr. James W. Nicholson Jr. Reading Room. We're so pleased to have all of you here. We're also very pleased that we were able to have with us today several members of the Nicholson family. And I'm going to ask Dr. Nicholson if she will introduce them in just a few minutes. But this is a very special time for us, and we really appreciate you all certainly being here. We also thank all of you for being here and supporting this wonderful day for us. We're so glad to be able to officially be opening this room. As we've been talking to Dr. Nicholson over the last year about this opportunity, she kept telling us that she wanted to do something in memory of her brother, Dr. James W. Nicholson Jr. And during lunch, we were actually just talking, and we found out that actually Doc, or Dr. Nicholson, is also named Bib. Is that right? She'll have to explain that one. The family is laughing up here because they're the ones that told the story. But as we've been talking to Dr. Nicholson, she said that she wanted to do something to honor her brother, someone that meant a great deal to her. She approached our development officer, Trish Canetto, and talked to her about making a donation to the University Libraries to honor her brother, someone who, like I said, meant so much to her and who meant so much to the state of Mississippi. He did so much in terms of education, really working in the Delta area, and that is so much, so appreciated by all of us here, and I know that Dr. Nicholson very much appreciated all that he did, and she looked up to him as well. So it's such a great time to be able to make this presentation and to officially open and thank Dr. Nicholson for all of the work that she's done, certainly on behalf of education, but also for the library. Over the last several months, we have been going through a process of trying to determine what we wanted to do with her gift. And the library administration, Dean Coleman, and myself, and the other members of the Library Dean's Council looked around the building and tried to identify an appropriate place for us to honor Dr. Nicholson, or both Dr. Nicholsons, and decided upon this location. As many of you know, this location has been a variety of things over the years. We've had the Instructional Media Center in this location, and actually it was the original entrance to the library when the building was actually built in the 1950s. So between these two columns, this front area, this is where the front entrance to the library, you'd walk into the building. You could walk up the grand staircase here to the Special Collections Unit. Circulation Department, some of you may remember, was on that side of the building, and in this area was the old card catalog. Do you remember what the card catalogs were? Right. So it has certainly seen a transformation, and we thought that this would be an appropriate space to honor Dr. Nicholson, or both Dr. Nicholsons. So we went through a process of working with Dr. Nicholson to renovate the space. We worked with our wonderful campus services, and we want to thank Vice President Amy Tuck, she's here with us, for the great relationship that we have with her staff. They've done a great job. They helped us with picking out carpet, picking out the paint, making sure that all of those things got taken care of for us. And then we also worked with a library furniture developer out of Trussville, Alabama, Chris Pizzuto. He's here with us. He's also doing several projects here on campus. But he came over and talked to us about how we can transform this space and what types of furniture. And so we went through a whole process, of course, of trying to figure out which furniture we wanted to put in this space. And we really hit upon a mixture of hard surfaces, soft surfaces, and tried to make sure that we infused a lot of inspiration into this space. One of the things that Dr. Nicholson told us several times as we talked to her was that she wanted a place for students to come, to feel invited into the space, to feel welcomed, but also comfortable, and to be able to use all the technology that they have. So we ensured that we would make sure that there was electrical outlets in all of the furniture. So most of the furniture in the room has electrical outlets because that's a requirement today. We have made sure that that was included. And we tried to make sure, like I said, that there was comfortable seating, chairs with padding, that there's some lounge furniture in the back. And I have to tell you that the students, as soon as we opened the doors, they took to the space. As we have we've had the room open since the beginning of classes, and as soon as we opened it up, the students really did take over the space. and I literally mean took over the space. They had claimed the space, and they want to have more of these types of spaces because it is an inviting, it is warm, it is comfortable. And as I've talked to several students, they really have said that this is a great place. This is their first go-to place now for studying. So it really is going to be transformative for our students. It's really going to add to the educational experience for our students. And one thing I've noticed is that they're working not only in groups, they're working individually. They're finding a quiet spot in the back. They're using the technology in the back, and that's so important for us to be able to provide those types of spaces for our students. Then toward the end of our project, we started talking about what else can we do to inspire our students. And we talked to Dr. Nicholson and asked her if she would provide some quotes that were meaningful to her brother, that meant a lot to her brother, things that he lived by. And so she provided several of those quotes, and we put them up. In addition to those quotes, we also added some Mississippi author quotes. So as you walk around the room, take a look at some of the inspirational quotes that you'll see. And we, like I said, added those because we really wanted to inspire our students. And I think that was a great touch to be able to add quotes that meant a lot to him. So we hope that you have a great afternoon today. We certainly have a wonderful program lined up for you. And I think this is certainly a testament to the library program, but also to Dr. Nicholson, that we were able to have with us today our president, Dr. Mark Keenum, who'll be making some remarks, as well as our provost and executive vice president, Dr. David Shaw. We very much appreciate you two being here as well. And after the two of them make some remarks, you'll see that we'll have a response from Dr. Nicholson, and then our Dean of Libraries, Francis Coleman, will come up and say a few words. So again, thank you so much for being here. And we especially want to thank Dr. Nicholson for this wonderful gift that we'll continue to give for many years to our students. It really is going to be transformative for our students and really make a space for them to continue to learn and expand their horizons. Thank you, Dr. Nicholson. Dr. King.
Thank you, Stephen, and good afternoon, and welcome everyone to this beautiful new room here at the Mitchell Memorial Library. And to the Nicholson family especially, welcome. This is a great, wonderful occasion for your family that we celebrate this afternoon. When I think about the library here at Mississippi State, one word that comes in my mind, what this library means to me, and I think to this university, this library is the heart. It's the heart and the soul of this university. And we take great pride in this library and what it represents. We're a major research university, one of the leading research universities in the nation. And as such, from a scholarship, from a research, we need a strong, vibrant heart to nourish and support this university. And we have that here at Mitchell Memorial Library. We have great leadership with Dean Francis Coleman, Stephen Canetta, and the whole team here providing outstanding leadership to grow this library, to serve our faculty, our graduate research students, and our undergraduate students. And I too hear from our undergraduate student leaders when they talk about things that they need on this campus. And the one thing that I hear more and more, they need space to gather, congregate, study, be with one another. And that's what this beautiful room will do. It will continue to support our students for many, many, many years to come. And that makes me very proud. It warms my heart that we have such a beautiful facility, Dr. Nicholson, here on our campus. Now, when I think about this university and this library in particular, we have some amazing other rooms on this campus. Just upstairs is the Ulysses S. Grant Presidential Library and Museum, Frank and Virginia Williams Lincolniana Collection, the Templeton Music Museum, the John Grisham Room. Now we have the James W. Nicholson Jr. Reading Room to add to this illustrious collection of outstanding named facilities on our campus. And I'm very proud of that fact. And it's made possible by the generosity of Dr. Janice Nicholson. She's not just stepping up and supporting this wonderful facility on this occasion. She's been a stalwart supporter of this university for many, many years. She's passionate about our College of Education. She serves on our Dean's Advisory Council to help make our College of Education as strong as it is. She's providing leadership in that role. She serves on our MSU Development Foundation, helping this university secure the important resources that we need to continue to meet our growing needs for this university. And she's been recognized for her outstanding service and contributions to the university by the College of Education. 2013, she was selected as one of our alumni fellows, one of the most prestigious honors an alum can receive from their respective college. And in 2018, she was named the alumna of the year for the College of Education. So Dr. Nicholson, thank you for your contributions and your service to this university. It is deeply and greatly appreciated. Well, I look forward to officially and formally joining you here momentarily as we officially dedicate this wonderful, wonderful room. And again, congratulations to the Loving family. Let's have a great afternoon. Hail State, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
Well, Dr. Keenum is always a tough act to follow, but certainly I wanted to add my thanks and congratulations. And as we gather in this library, and frankly, Stephen, as you made your comments, it brought back a flood of memories for me personally. The word library has so many different meanings to me, and I hope to you as well. Even as a kid growing up on a farm in Oklahoma, the library was that place to go to be able to help expand my horizons. And fifth grade summer, I was the star reading student for the Rush Springs, Oklahoma library system. And the next year, my dad decided I didn't need to spend as much time reading and needed to go work on the farm a little bit more. So I did not get that award the next year. But libraries have always been really central to me. And I can tell you that thinking back to what this space was when I came to this university in 1985, I can tell you I spent a significant amount of time in the card catalog that was sitting right where we are now. Because as a young researcher on this campus, the library meant it was the place to come to be able to help me launch my career. And so this space itself has a very personal meaning to me. But I will also say that in this day and time, as I look across the landscape of universities around the country, and frankly even around the world, libraries are at a point in time when they're really having to either rethink themselves or die. And we're seeing a lot of both happening around the United States as we speak. As we move into the electronic age and as we move away from collections, as we move towards online access for journals and for publications of various kinds, the really nimble libraries, and I would say Mitchell Memorial right at the forefront, is really rethinking how space can be utilized. And what I'm very proud to see this university doing is stepping forward with space just like this in this library and making it a vital part of the campus environment. Students can access lots of things online, but the opportunity to have space that they can work together in team projects or get together for study or to be able to socialize. The students come here to Mississippi State University needing all of those things, and we're helping build the citizens of today and the citizens of tomorrow by allowing them to have places like this to be able to get together. And so because of the history of this specific space and because of the vision of Dean Coleman and the staff and the university here, this excites me to no end. And so I would certainly join in Dr. Keenum in expressing thanks to Dr. Nicholson and to the family and to all of those that have been involved in making this space such a wonderful place, such a wonderful opportunity. I think it's really a reflection of the importance that this university places on not only library facilities, but on development of students into the leaders of the future. So again, thank you to the family. We appreciate all that this means to you, but we even more appreciate all that it means to us. Thank you.
Dean Coleman has asked me to say a few words. Don't get disturbed because I have a folder. It only means that I have a few notes in here to keep me on track. I have a pencil, so you know by that I remember the card catalog. I want to thank all of you for coming to this special event today. Jimmy was my only sibling, and I wanted to find a way to honor his life and work and pay tribute to him as an educator and as my brother. When you make decisions like how to honor somebody, you have to think of two things: how and where. The where was obvious. We spent a lot of time on MSU campus. He and I both have degrees from here. He has 2 children. Both of them have degrees from here. His wife has a degree from here. He has 2 grandchildren who have degrees from here. He has one that will enter as a freshman this fall. Hopefully, he will have a degree from here. So that lets you know that we have been ringing cowbells for a long, long time. Mississippi State campus has been a special place for us because through the years, the family sort of used the campus as a place to gather, especially on Saturdays. We would gather here and go to ball games, which we all enjoyed. Some seasons we learned to come for the fellowship, but nonetheless, we love Mississippi State. So the where was easy. The how was, however, a little more difficult. I told Trish Canetto, who is the Director of Development for both the College of Ed and the libraries, that I wanted to do something to honor my brother. And we bounced around a lot of ideas. I mean, a lot of ideas. And then one day she brought me over here to this space. And she brought me over here to this space. And I thought about this space. And as I began to look around this space, I thought this would be a great place to honor my brother. He was an educator all of his life. He started out teaching high school science. I think I must have been his first student. His success in teaching his first student remains to be seen. However, he started out teaching in the public schools, high school teacher. He was a community college instructor. He was a high school principal. He was an assistant superintendent and a superintendent. He also served as the executive director of the Delta Area Association for Improvement of Schools, which is housed at Delta State University. And he served as District 3 Secretary of the Mississippi High School Activities Association. So he spent a lot of time encouraging students to go study. So this place let me know that this would be somewhere that students could come and gather and study. So that was one of the reasons why I decided that is the the why. Also, as we were working on this, we set some goals for the room, and many of them have been mentioned already. We wanted a space for students to work. We wanted a place for them to be able to come and plan and preview presentations. So back in the very back part of the room, there are 2 presentation stations, as we call them. And we liked that alliteration, by the way, presentation stations, but it's a little hard. We wanted comfortable chairs for relaxing and reading and possibly napping on occasion, as some students do when they come to the library. We wanted ample electronic portals for personal device use. So as we were planning this, we have portals in all the tables around here. That's important to students today. Now, when Jimmy and I were students here, we were students BC. That's before computers and before cells. But we know the importance of those devices to today's students. And we know how annoying it is if you don't have a place to plug in. So we wanted to make sure that happened. As we look around today, I feel like that goal was accomplished with this space. So maybe today he's smiling and saying, I like it. I'm pleased that his family, most of his family, were here today. I would like to introduce them at this time. His daughter Jane is here, her husband Chris, his son James, his wife Sherry, his wife Mary Jane, Caroline was here earlier, but they were here to help. We have some grandchildren who have jobs and could not be here today. Some are in school and have school activities and could not be here today. But I do thank all of you for coming today. I want to take an opportunity to thank Dean Coleman, Stephen, for allowing me to participate in the planning of this space. I learned a lot about furniture. More about furniture than I ever realized there was to know about furniture. But furniture is good. And I also learned about how to take a space and transform it into something that is very usable for everybody. So I'm hoping that in years to come, my brother will still impact students as they come here and study. Thank you.
There's not much I could add to that after all these outstanding remarks, but I do wanted to add thank you for all of you being here. The transformation of this room and the work that we have been involved with in making that transformation has really been wonderful, and we certainly do thank Dr. Nicholson. She is a trooper. She has come over and we've sat down and we've talked about furniture, we've talked about connectivity. She's really been there for us, and we want to thank you for that, Dr. Nicholson. She herself is an inspiration, a little modest on the side, but she is an inspiration to all of us. And the students have really taken to this room. We've hardly got the door open and the room was just packed. So I hope that there will be opportunities for you all to come back and to see the room when it is really being used. And we want to thank Dr. Nicholson's family for being here, for your support. That is wonderful. Certainly, we have both of our bosses here today, Dr. Keenum, Dr. Shaw, so you all be real nice now. And no, we do appreciate both of you all being here today. They are both supportive of what we're doing here at the library, and we're not finished yet. As you have heard about technology, connectivity, that's where we need to go, and we hope that's where we can go. So we thank you. I thank the library staff and faculty who were involved in helping us with the futuristic aspects of this area. So thank you very much. Dr. Nicholson, we're not finished with you, so if you would come back, please. We know that you are on campus a great deal, and she comes to the library and we get to visit, and we appreciate that very much. But we wanted you to have a plaque to add to those you already have from Mississippi State. We wanted you to have something from the library. So this is a plaque of appreciation to Dr. Nicholson for what she is doing for the library, and we wanted her to have that today. So I hope you will join me in thanking her sincerely. Thank you.
At this time, we certainly want to thank all of you for being here. At this time, we are going to do a ribbon cutting. So I'll ask the program participants if we can go to the back of the room, and we'll officially open the room. Again, thank all of you for being here. We have reception that will follow the ribbon cutting. Hope you'll take a few minutes to look around the space as well.
Pose picture first.
All right, test it, and we're good. Okay. All right, smiles for everyone. Are you guys ready for action? Yep. Okay, and action. All right.